Also very pleased to welcome our new development director, who unfortunately was not able to be with us today because of a sudden sickness. So Kimbor is our new director of development. She has been with us for many years. Actually, she has been the director of development before me, with the founding dean, start with the college, then resigned to raise a family, then came back as an active member of community advisory board, as a executive director for business relation, and now she stepped to the plate to support the college with Donna's retirement to be our new director of development. I'm sure many of you know Kim already. We will miss her, and she might be listening to us as we speak. Before we continue, I wanted to take a moment to remember three of our outstanding supporters who helped launch the college, helped us grow, and helped students to pay for their education. First, I want to remember Dr. Frank Marcus, an innovative cardiologist, a pioneer in cardiovascular research and heart health, and among all, a public health champion who passed away in December of 2022. Dr. Marcus realized that public health education could change behaviors and improve health for so many people. So he provided the funding and the direction to establish the Childhood Obesity Prevention Initiative in collaboration with the College of Public Health. In recognition of his contribution to public health, he was one of our honorees for the MESCOF 20th anniversary celebration in 2020. We give thanks for all that Frank gave to cardiology and public health. The Marcus family will carry Frank's passion for heart health forward with the Marcus Family Obesity Prevention Project Endowment in honor of Edith, Frank, Janet, and Samuel Marcus. Next, I would like to remember Dr. Ann Nichols. Ann dedicated her life to helping others as community organizer, teacher, and social justice advocate, both in the United States and globally. Ann passed away in January of this year. Ann established the Andrew W. Nichol Initiative Scholarship in memory for her late husband, Andrew, to help public health students committed to social change and focus on rural and border health issues. Finally, we are all grieving for the recent loss of the Mel Zuckerman. Mel was a visionary, a man of extraordinary compassion and generosity, and a transformative philanthropist. He passed away this month on March 18, 2023. Mel and his wife Enid gave the funding that established the college, the Mel and Enid Zuckerman College of Public Health, in 2000. Since its launch, the college has educated thousands of students who have gone to become leaders in public health and improved health and wellness for millions of people in communities here in the United States and around the world. Research and programs from the college have transformed both our scientific knowledge and our approach to public health services. We thank Mel for making all of this possible. He will forever be remembered for his kindness, for his public health legacy. He truly changed the world, and the Zuckerman family will continue to build on his legacy. The college will continue to grow and transform health and wellness. We give our profound thanks to Mel, to the Zuckerman family, and to the Zuckerman Family Foundation for their continued support of the college and our public health mission. And I will ask to have a moment of silence in remember of these three outstanding people. Thank you. So when we remember our supporters who passed we remember the impact they have had on the world. Their investment and your investment goes a long way. In a little of 20 years, to be precise, 23 years, the Zuckerman College of Public Health has educated more than 5,000 alumni. Those alumni now work to improve the health and wellness of the communities they serve. Our alumni work in all 50 states in the United States to make a difference. They work in 47 different countries around the world on 6 continents to make a difference. With every student we graduate, we are making a difference and making the world a better place. I just want to share out of the script that back in 2007, the college, when we started, we have 52 students within the MPH program. Fast forward now 15 years later, we currently have 704 undergraduate students, 399 MPH students, and 128 doctoral students. The college, thank you. So the college now offer a bachelor degree of public health in 7 different concentrations. We have just started a new BA, which is Bachelor of Art degree in Wellness and Health Promotion with 3 concentration. We have established several minors and several undergraduate certificates. And at the graduate level, the college offer more than 10 MPH, which is the Master of Public Health professional degree concentration, 4 PhD degrees, 2 Doctor of Public Health degrees. In addition, the college offer the BS, which is the bachelor degree, and the BA online, and 4 concentration of MPH online. We have a campus in Phoenix, a campus in the United Arab Emirates, with 2 planned new campuses in Malaysia and Mexico. So the impact of our student and alumni has all beyond Arizona, beyond the United States, and making their impact worldwide. And so now I would like to thank all of our donors who made this possible and who gave an established name, scholarship, and endowment for our public health students. As you know, pursuing a college education comes with a high financial burden. With a gift of any amount, you support a mighty public health mission, preparing the leaders to protect health and save lives, millions at a time. And every year we are very grateful for the recent and established scholarship for different parts and for different activities for our students. And recently, in the last 3 or 4 months, I would like to we have established the Marcus Family Obesity Prevention Project Endowment in honor of Edith Frank, Janet, and Samuel Market. This just started. The Donna and Tim Knight Family Internship, and the Iman Hakim and Michael Mikhail Global Health Scholar Award. Something I was talking with you about when we talk to our students, our faculty, our staff, I always say you are MESCOF for life. Some of you who are here have heard me saying when you are a MESCOF, you are a MESCOF for life. And I would like to share, if you have seen, Donna just retired. They established an internship for the student. The previous dean has a scholarship for a student. Me and my husband have established a global health program for the student to they have their experience going outside, getting a great experience, and also support international students. And these go on. I mean, among here, if you see Dr. Crutchfield is right there. He used to be the Department of Environmental Science. He's right there, and he established a scholarship. Me and my husband, just as you have seen, established a new endowment to support the global health to give the student an opportunity to go. So our faculty and our staff, actually, they are MESCOFAR for life. They believe in the mission and they walk the walk and are the first to support the college. So I want to share that our MESCOFAR here are really a good example of how they believe in the mission and how they support our students. So all of these named scholarship will benefit a new generation of public health students. Thank you so much, everyone. And we know that our investment in public health education will have a profound and lasting impact on health and wellness. Some of the students who receive scholarship are with us here today. And may I ask on all of the students, MESCOF students who are here, to stand to be recognized? Stop the foot for a minute. Stand up, student, student. Thank you very much. I want to let you know that how much I am proud of you and I am proud of what you accomplished. And I will take this minute to say you might be some of our donor in the future. Don't forget about that. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank personally and on behalf of all of you and the college, Amber Richmond. Amber, can you stand? So So Amber is our alumni and event manager, and she has been leading all of such events. Along with Amber, would like to recognize Paula Hay and Eric Healy. These are our core multimedia that were crunching for two staff that were not available today to get all of your stuff done. Eric in the back, where is the Paula? Then Paula in the red over there. I just want to make sure to acknowledge them because without them, we will be lost and this event will never happen. They are here from 9 a.m. So thank you, and thank you for everything you do. So now to the good fun part. I am honored to be with you today to celebrate our scholarship awardees. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to have every one of them speak, but we have 5 that can share with you their experience and they will tell you about their educational journey. So first today we will hear from our Bachelor Scholarship recipient, Javier Aguiniga. He received the Lorraine Ashley Chicano per la Causa Scholarship, given annually to a student who demonstrates a commitment to service in the Hispanic communities of Arizona and social awareness for the Hispanic culture. Javier is working to earn his bachelor degree in quantitative method in public health. Please join me to congratulate and welcome Javier to the podium. Javier.
Hi. Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Javier Aguiniga. Hello, all. My name is Javier Aguiniga. I'm one of the scholarship recipients for today's event. I want to thank Janice, Carlos, and Maria Elena for choosing one of the scholarship recipients for the Lee Lorraine Chicanos por la Causa scholarship. I'm from Ambos Nogales, which is ambos means both. Sorry. Ambos means both. I was born in Nogales, Sonora, which is the Mexican side of the border of Nogales, and then I immigrated to the United States and became a naturalized citizen. And if I'm now a naturalized citizen, so I just want to thank my mom really quick, just because if all of her sacrifices that she hadn't take wouldn't have done, I wouldn't be here standing in front of you, all great people, being able to give opportunities like students like me from a small town, the ability to pursue higher education. I have changed my major multiple times before finally joining the MESCOF community. I started with architecture, then environmental science, then undecided for a while until I decided to pursue helping people and being able to be inclusive in every single aspect of of life. Um, I was trying. I'm just going to go off script a little bit. This is not it. um, I just want to know. Well, just want to. I just want to tell you all that I'm very, very thankful for everything that's been that you do for each student. Each student has their own struggles in life. For me, I'm a first generation student, so it was honestly really a really new path from my parents and my siblings. Recent recently, this past 2 semesters, it hasn't been like the best. Had like my life happens. A friend passed away, and then recently, like my sister has been having seizures, so it's just been really having been a very difficult part of my life right now. Um, During my undergraduate experience, have worked full time and went to school full time, and it's being able to manage both things is really difficult. Um, but thanks to the financial help that I received from this scholarship, I was able um, to be in a better place that I was before. I was able to support my family. I was able to um, just be there. Still, don't have to struggle with the financial aspect of the college experience. And I just want to be, I just want to thank all of you, because I'm sure like each student right here is going or has gone through every difficult time, every difficult, oof, has gone through every difficult, a difficult part of their life. And I'll just end it with what I had. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm better. Um, my future plans consist of pursuing a master's in One Health. The reason I decided that emphasis was because I'm working for the Indigenous Resilience Center, and I'm also an intern with for the Southwest Environmental Health Sciences Center. And I've been exposed to different cultures, and I just want to be able to help the unrepresented people, and I just want to be what you are in the future to other students. So thank you all.
Thank you, Javier. So next today we celebrate Lady Dorothy Ellie, who received the Zuckerman Family Foundation Scholarship. This funding is awarded annually to a student who demonstrate a commitment to public health, public service, and leadership. Lady is working toward her bachelor degree in global health. So please join me to congratulate and welcome Lady Ellie. Lady.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Can you all hear me okay? All right. Well, to table 3, the best table over there. Unfortunately, you have heard this story already, so feel free to tune out. But again, good afternoon. My name is Lady, and I am from Bacolod City, Philippines. I am a graduating senior studying public health with an emphasis in global health, and I am a proud first generation college student and immigrant. This is your scholar standing here in front of you today, and I would like to thank the Zuckerman Family Foundation for the scholarship that you have provided me to further my academic and career goals. I also want to thank my parents for their support and sacrifice. They have taught me the values of grit and resilience and shaped me to become the person that I am today standing here in front of you. Coming here from the Philippines 5 years ago, you can imagine my intense need for support and mentorship. When my mother and I first came to Tucson, we started anew, and my financial priorities were very different from my peers. While my classmates in high school were paying for SAT and ACT prep courses, I did not even know what those were, yet alone had the funds to be able to pay for them at the time. Now, I can proudly say that I'm the first in my family to graduate from a university here in the United States and currently accepted into my top graduate programs, most especially the Master of Public Health and Global Health program at the Mel and Enid Zuckerman College of Public Health. Thank you. So, thank you very much, or in my language, maraming salamat. My successes and triumphs these past 4 years have been possible because of your continuous investment in my education and how I am able to utilize this scholarship to reach greater heights now as an undergraduate and beyond. In the future, I hope to become a lawyer and serve in the fields of medical malpractice and health law. I hope to advocate for marginalized and disadvantaged populations and communities and give back to rural communities in the Philippines who lack access to basic needs, healthcare, and education. Thank you very much for your support and for believing in this little girl that came to the United States 5 years ago. This is more than just a scholarship. This is an investment in the future and your future public health leaders. Once again, maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, lady. Next, we will celebrate Pedro Flores Gallardo. He received the Cliff and Penny Crutchfield Scholarship, which is awarded annually to doctoral students in the area of occupational and environmental health. Pedro is working toward his PhD in environmental health sciences. So please join me to congratulate and welcome Pedro Gallardo.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So I'm really humbled and honored to be speaking to you today and be the recipient of the Clef and Penny Crutchfield Scholarship for this year. My name is Pedro Flores Gallardo, and I'm a first-generation immigrant, a first-generation college student, a non-traditional student, and a person with disability and a father. I'm a first-year PhD student in environmental health sciences program with focus on exposure science and occupational health. I'm originally from a city called Los Mochis in the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. I immigrated to the United States when I was 16 years old. I was fortunate enough at the time to complete high school and attend community college here in Tucson, which was my stepping stone into higher education. At the time, I was not eligible for in-state tuition at the University of Arizona, so I ended up moving to the state of Minnesota by myself to attend a state university that offered in-state tuition to all students. I spent 2 years away from all the people and actually everything that I knew, but those 2 years were sometimes some of the hardest times. Those were times of being homesick, times of depression, times of hunger, times of being treated differently, but also times of joy and happiness. At the end, I made it through and I was able to complete my bachelor's degree in chemistry. Upon graduation, I moved back to Tucson and eventually got employed as a chemist. And later on, I will venture into the occupational health and safety field. I spent 10 years forming myself as a professional. During most of those years, I was able to work in academia with different groups of people, but I only met one person like me. And what do I mean by that? It was a person of color and a person with a physical disability. That particular person was a student who is blind. And he was the one who got picked on when I heard the most discouraging words from a person that I really looked up to. And that person didn't know that I have myself a physical disability, but that person told me there were he said there were certain people who should not be pursuing certain careers because they're not cut for them because of their disabilities. Those words really got to me in a really hurtful way, but um, So that person who said those words didn't know that I have a hand malformation, and I've been living with that all my life with that condition. However, it always affected my self-esteem because I've been subjected being to being ridiculed or even being discriminated. But those words from that person, where when he said that, it was the starting point when I really opened my eyes and said to myself, if I've been able to get here myself, why can't everyone else? Since then, I have devoted my free time to promote science and encouraging people from underprivileged backgrounds like me so they can be whoever they want and telling them that there's always a way to do it. This is the first time that I'm speaking openly in public about my physical condition. All my life, I've been hiding it in search of acceptance. But I have realized that loving and accepting yourself the way that you are, it is the uniqueness that sets you apart from everybody else. Also, I have realized that what is considered a disability is actually your ability and power to make your way into life. When I started my career in occupational health and safety, I was able to get a peek of many occupational industries and the conditions the workers have to work in. This is one of the main reasons why I decided to pursue public health. I hope that I can engage in research and to address and close gaps that exist in the occupational health field that contributes to health disparities with workers from marginalized communities. One of my proudest moments recently is becoming a father. I have my daughter right there. You may hear her. My beautiful wife and I have our a daughter Zoe in November 2021. I finished my master's degree in chemistry in the spring of 2022, and I was able to achieve it while I was working full time, being a full time student, and being a brand new father. I truly commend all of those individuals that have gone through so much in their lives to achieve their academic goals because we truly become resilient and face adversity when we have purpose. My wife Maria and daughter, like I mentioned, they're here today, and I just want to tell them that I love them and that my dreams are theirs too. Um, Being the recipient of the Clef and Penny Crutchfield Scholarship made an immense impact in my life, especially as a first-year PhD student. When I discussed with my wife coming back to school full time, it was a really hard decision to make because I have to leave my previous job and we will be more financially constrained. The scholarship has allowed me to take care of financial obligations and let me concentrate on my studies. This is possible because of donors like you, and you help students and make a direct impact in their lives to continue reaching our goals without the distractions of having to worry about some of the expenses associated with being a student. My father always told me that the best inheritance that he could leave to his children is education, and all of you are part of that educational inheritance that we're all receiving. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time and your generosity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pedro. So next we will celebrate Maya Block Gabi. She received the Zuckerman Family Foundation African American Scholarship. This award is given every 3 years to a student who demonstrates cultural competency and a commitment to service in African American communities in Arizona. Maya is working toward her PhD in health behavior health promotion, and she is involved with numerous public health projects and student groups. Please join me to congratulate and welcome Maya to the podium. Maya?
Good afternoon, everyone. As she said, my name is Maya Block-Ngaibe. I am a current second year health behavior health promotion PhD student in the College of Public Health. I'm happy to be standing in front of you today and to have the opportunity to be able to express my gratitude for being awarded the Zuckerman African American Scholarship. I feel like I should start first by addressing an elephant in the room. I don't look especially African American, and I realize that. My mother's from Sudan, though. My grandmother from Ethiopia, and she married my father, who's American And so I took a bit more of my father's complexion. But in summary, again, I'm grateful to have the chance to share my story with you all today about how I ended up here. I am an Arizona native. I was born and raised in Rio Rico, just an hour south of here, right by the border of Mexico. I was not interested originally in a career in health. Both my parents were in the health field, and I thought, oh, that's boring. Let me go and be something else. So I was interested in animals, so I was considering maybe a biologist or maybe an ecologist for a while. And I just knew I wanted to be of service to the world in some form or fashion, wherever I ended up. I joined the Peace Corps in 2016, and I was a science education volunteer at the time. So I thought maybe education was the career that was calling to me. However, the teachers soon went on strike, so I wasn't able to teach. And so I had to find another way to be of service to my community. I did a community needs assessment as part of my service, and so I was able to address some needs in reproductive health. We did a sexual and reproductive health campaign, workshops in HIV. I did a little bit of work in malaria as well. And I found it very interesting to learn more about why people make the behavior changes that they do make around health in particular. Everybody wants to live a healthy life, but why do some people choose to do the healthy behaviors and other people fail to do so? And so that's really what intrigued me. And I decided to apply for a master's in public health here at MESCOF. I decided to come home to Arizona, be near my parents, be near the communities where I grew up, where a lot of these same problems that I saw in sub-Saharan Africa were also present very much here by the border. So I conducted my MPH internship with my current advisor, Dr. Purnima Madhivanan, and I thought I was going to do sexual and reproductive health again for my internship, but I ended up in the world of vaccine hesitancy, partly because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And it was really interesting to be able to learn about the intricacies behind why people choose to engage in healthy behaviors or not through that particular lens. And I'm hoping to conduct my dissertation in vaccine hesitancy research as well, hoping to perhaps go back to sub-Saharan Africa for that. I'm grateful to be a part of MESCOF. MESCOF has supported me. The university as a whole has also supported me. I've been a Coverdell Fellow, as there are some other fellows here in the room. So Peace Corps has also helped supported me on this journey. And I'm really grateful to MESCOF to be able to help me through this experience. It's really a challenge to try to manage financial burdens at the same time as your studies. And so I'm really fortunate to be able to have this financial support to be able to make sure I could concentrate, to have the materials that I need, the software, the textbooks. There's so many fees at the university. It's really expensive. So thank you so much. Additionally, my husband has recently come to the United States, and we were recently married about a year and a half ago now. And we're expecting a new member of the family pretty soon. And so this has really helped, again, support me and my family, and for me to be able to continue to concentrate on my studies in the meantime. So to MESCOF, our donors and alumni, you do an amazing job of supporting us students, helping to make sure that we're able to learn, pass along what we have learned to the communities that wherever we're going to end up in the world. So thank you for the support you've provided me and continue to provide to other students. I hope to one day be in your shoes as well and to be able to pass along the gift to others as I continue towards my dream of being a professor or public health practitioner. But thank you again so much and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Maya. And off the script, having a boy or a girl? Boy, okay. I needed to know. Finally, we will celebrate Jamie Young. She received the College of Public Health Community Advisory Award, as we call them, our CAB. This award is given to support promising graduate students with financial need. So Jamie is working toward her MPH degree in One Health. Please join me and congratulate her and welcome to the podium.
Hello. Um, before I begin, I just want to say it's an honor to be able to speak with so many other people and be able to see parts of my story in theirs as well. And I hope at the end of the day, even if it's redundant, everyone here who is a donor takes away the message that you truly do make this reality for us. So thank you first and foremost. It'll be a broken record. I apologize, but one more time, hello and good afternoon. My name is Jamie Young, and I'm currently enrolled in the MPH One Health program. When I was asked to speak at today's event, I was both humbled and eager to do so, as it gives me the opportunity to share my journey to higher education and thank those who have been a part of it. Growing up, I was given the impression that it took hard work, good grades, pivotal extracurricular experiences, and to put it bluntly, financial security to attend college. I could check the boxes for good grades and hard work, as I had never let myself receive anything less than an A. But that was the extent of myself and my story that I found in the archetypal college student narrative. I dreaded and struggled to fill out most college applications as I had no unique, influential volunteer experiences to share. Nor could I speak about how certain hobbies growing up inspired me to pursue a certain career path. My formative life experiences revolved around learning how to survive. I had a plethora of stories to offer regarding what it was like to masquerade as your own parent, as my father was absent for much of my life and my mother struggled heavily with alcoholism. I could speak on what it's like to have to hide every aspect of your identity away from the world, out of fear of being met with prejudices. And by the time I was ready to become a grad school applicant, I had survived sexual assault. Time and again, I felt that life showed me the ways in which I didn't fit the bill. Time and again, I had to write my own narrative, proving how my experiences were just as valuable as other applicants. If I had not been awarded scholarships throughout my undergraduate career, I would not have earned my bachelor's in microbiology. Like many others in this room, I have no doubt I would not be able to call myself a graduate student today if it were not for the College of Public Health Advisory Board Scholarship affording me the opportunity to pursue a master's in public health. The donations and support individuals such as yourself provide to students like me not only open the door to education for us, but they bring us one step closer to seeing the lives and goals we envision for ourselves coming to fruition. In my case, this means one day being able to do as you all have done for me and reach back to pull others forward who know what it's like to have to fight for their spot in higher education. While I'm still torn between attending veterinary school and pursuing a career in epidemiology after I complete my master's, I would like to thank those of you here today who have helped put me in the position to even have to make such a decision. Your support, donations, and belief in the students of the Mel and Eden Zuckerman College of Public Health truly does change lives. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you very much to all of our students. And now we will hear from our guest speakers. And today I am very pleased to introduce the next speaker and global leader in public health, Dr. Mark Somlinski. They give me a script for Mark. I told them I don't really need a script for Mark. Mark is an alumni of the college. Not only that, he's a classmate. So Mark and I, we make the math. We both graduated in 1994. Don't worry, Mark, nobody will calculate your age. And since then, we were in the same graduating class. I promised him I would share the picture one 30 years ago with him. He doesn't want to see it anyway. And we were both part of this first MPH graduating class. And when it was a program within preventive medicine, the College of Medicine, back in 1994. So the first graduating accredited class before even MESCOV existed. But Mark actually have been engaged and continue to be engaged with the college since then. He was our alumnus of the year. He came a couple of times for speaker of our event. He was a great mentor working with our students as well as our faculty, especially those who are in infectious epidemiology. So Mark, and as I said, back to the script. He's not an alumnus, but a dear friend, a colleague who continued to support the college. I guess I already said this, Mark, correct? So his work with the Skoll Foundation led to the launch of the nonprofit Ending Pandemics organization, where he now serves as the president. Mark focuses on the surveillance of emerging infectious disease like COVID-19 through his work in hotspot countries around the globe. As a global innovator, problem solver, whose team improved disease prediction, prevention, control, and response worldwide. So Mark inspires us all to think globally, act locally, and pursue health equity across borders. So please join me to welcome Dr. Mark Somliniski, our alum, my colleague, and our friend.
Well, hello, everyone. It's really terrific to be here. I loved hearing the inspirational story from the five recipients of the scholarships, and I'm sure there are many more great stories. I loved all the firsts, and thank you, Aman, for sharing my first, which was the first class of this incredible college back when I was a student, and I was getting my MPH as part of my preventive medicine residency program. We did our practicals out at Canyon Ranch. For those of you know the Mellons, Ina Zuckerman owned the ranch at the time, and who would know all these years later this college would be named after them. So it's great to see that they've continued to really support wellness and health here in the community. So as Imad said, I'm president of Ending Pandemics, and we're an organization that applies philanthropic dollars to really help with innovations in disease surveillance. So we try to bring the greatest and best ideas and technology to solve problems in over 56 countries. We work only in low and middle income countries, and we help them solve their own problems by bringing technologists and health partners together to create tools and systems that are derived by themselves through these partnerships. And then we help support some of the best ideas through the philanthropic dollars that we have been fortunate to have received. Our primary donor is Jeff Skoll, who is the first president of eBay, and he really cares about pandemics, and we've been now doing this work for over a decade. And like I said, we've impacted over 56 countries. We've worked with all the UN organizations, and our main focus is really to put the public into public health. So in all of the countries that we work to directly engage the general public through tools that allow them to be the eyes and ears to detect anything that's happening, and to also be inclusive of all persons within that country and give them a voice in not only disease surveillance, which is our entry point, but in many countries, the tools that we've developed have now expanded to do environmental health issues, food and water security, maternal child health, all different issues that have been really exciting to see, because our DNA is about One Health. Everything that we have done has been based on the concept of One Health, and that you can't separate the environment from the human and the animal conditions. And so it's really been rewarding to see how much One Health is really embraced across the country. Of course, walking around with an organization name called Ending Pandemics, we're embarrassed during COVID to say, well, we simply failed there. But we're happy to say that some of the countries that we've worked with over the last 10 years have been the most successful in reducing illness and death from COVID, unlike our own country. So maybe we should have put some of our philanthropic dollars into the United States, but we're really proud of our partners across the globe. So one of the things that we did early on was to create a system called Flu Near You, which is now over a decade old. Some of you may actually be members of Flu Near You. But that was the idea for us to test the methodology. Could you rely on the general public to report illness? So Flu Near You allows you every week, when you get a little notification through your email, it basically says, how are you feeling last week? Did you have any of these 10 symptoms of influenza-like illness, or were you feeling healthy? So it's a single system that reports not only illness, but health. And we built that system back in 2012 because we wanted to use that approach in developing countries, but we wanted to make sure we understood everything that it really took to build the self-reported system, not only from recruitment, but sustainability and so forth. So that model now is what we've taken to other parts of the world. But like I said, the systems that we've developed in these other countries are based on One Health, and they're not just based on influenza-like illness, But when we got started in 2012 and it had never been done before, we really needed to take an illness that we thought people could really rally around. And also we knew that the most likely candidate for a pandemic threat would be a respiratory disease that we've all now witnessed with COVID. So the more we understand about this global threat, the more likely we are to develop approaches to any pandemic threat. So at the time we built Flu Near You, there were a couple other self-reported systems across the globe that were built by my classmates in the Epidemic Intelligence Service of the CDC. And one was in Australia and one was a collaboration with network countries in Europe. And so we decided after a few years that maybe what the world needed was a global system for tracking illness for flu from the community directly. And so we created a system called Global Flu View, which is the first system that exists across the globe that not only has the information coming from the communities on this global platform, it also has all of the data so that researchers and others who are really interested in understanding respiratory diseases and how they spread across the globe would have access to this free and open global system that literally took us 5 years to build because we had to establish data sharing agreements with each of the countries who make up the initial 10 countries that came together to build Global Flu View, so that that data would be freely available and then available to researchers no matter where they were across the globe. So we just have a 1-minute video here to show you about Global Flu View, and I'll ask for some assistance here. Don't worry about the sound. You won't be able to hear it, but it's just background music. So you may have noticed that Global Flu View was built in the University of Arizona colors, and we're very proud to announce today that we are gifting Global Flu View to the Global Health Institute at the University of Arizona to be a tool now that we really want to put at a university setting so that students and faculty and others can really use this data, do research with this data, help grow the system. We're building a tool as part of Global Flu View. So any country who wants to start developing a self-reported system will have access to an automated system that they can build and immediately have their data going into Global Flu View. So we're giving this intellectual property that's taken us 5 years to develop to the university as a gift, along with $750,000 to support its growth over the next 3 years. So we hope all of you students, whether you're undergrad, MPH, or PhD, will really take advantage of this tool, which literally just got moved to the university yesterday. And so I'm happy. I want to also introduce Nomita Divi, who is our executive director. And we've been spending the last 2 days with Iman, and we were really happy that all the paperwork got done in time for this luncheon so we could share with you this great news. So with that, I thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for being here and for the grant. We are very excited, and we have the people here are already forward to the business office this morning, so we start working on it. And thank you, and see you again. So next, I'm proud to introduce our new chairwoman of the Melanie Zuckerman College of Public Health, or MESCOP, and our Community Advisory Board, Joanna Westcott. A financial consultant and president of Bill Westcott Corporation, Joanna shows her passion to the Tucson community through philanthropy and leadership. She founded the Women's Salon series that brings professional women from all walks of life to present about their expertise in a popular dinner forum. In addition, she has served as president of the board for the Tucson Pops Orchestra for a decade to make sure the people of Tucson will continue to enjoy this free professional concert series. After supporting public health for many years as a member of the Community Advisory Board, she was recently elected as the board chair. In this new role, she will help the college grow and advance its mission. So thank you so much for your support for the college, Joanna, and for being with us today. Also, Joanna is a co-host of this really nice luncheon. So thank you again for your generosity. So please join me in welcoming Joanna Westcott.
So listening to everybody today was very inspirational. And Dr. Smolinsky, thank you. I read up about you, and you're just an amazing advocate. Thank you. And thank you for your generosity. So I didn't really know and understand what public health was until I met Dr. Iman Hakim at a talk that she gave about delimoniin and prevention of chronic disease such as cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes at one of my salons. When I joined the Melanina Zuckerman College of Public Health Community Advisory Board, I got to see Dr. Hakim's never-ending energy and dedication to public health and to the students, like you just heard from, to be the next generation of global health experts and leaders. Public health promotes the health of everyone, from conducting scientific research to educating people about health, to working to assure the conditions in which people can be healthy. Public health saves money and improves the quality of life for all of us. Our College of Public Health has many programs that we all benefit from, like the Mobile Health Unit, which is Jan's, another board member, favorite. The Mobile Health Unit provides free preventative health screening services, vaccinations, and youth programs to underserved communities. Supporting students and other health professionals while they work and volunteer their services, answering questions at the Poison Control Hotline, leading studies from many county health departments throughout Arizona, helping people who have gotten infected by COVID or other viruses to get care and treatment to help prevent further spread or transmission. The College of Public Health has many school and community programs like Healthy to Be Me Summer Camp, Healthy Schools Tucson, Wildcat Marathoners, and the Young Global Leader Program, and several more. When COVID-19 hit Arizona, it was the College of Public Health at the forefront, taking immediate action from testing wastewater in the school dorms, to orchestrating drive-through vaccinations, to educating our local and national communities with solid scientific data. They continue to study the long-term effects of COVID. Another very important program is called One Health. One Health researchers investigate the links between human health, animal health, and environmental health, and how this may impact our food sources. Wellness, Food is Medicine, focuses on the role of food in modulating oxidative DNA and lipid damage. I don't know what I just said. Reducing obesity, I read it. Reducing obesity, improving glycemic control, and reducing chronic inflammation. Dr. Hakim is internationally known for her work in this field. The Great Arizona Tick Check will help researchers at the University of Arizona build the first ever database of tick distribution and correlated diseases in Arizona. Researchers at the University of Arizona Melanina Zuckerman College of Public Health continue to research how Zika may spread and have built a mobile app to track Zika viruses for summer travelers. The new Center for Firefighter Health Collaborative Research allows researchers to expand their work with firefighters and fire departments to study the occupational health risks that our firefighters face. Our College of Public Health is an emerging leader in global health with a Global Health Institute, training the global health leaders of tomorrow. Our College of Public Health, Arizona is home to 22 federally recognized tribal nations and has the third largest population of Native Americans, Alaska Natives, as proportion of the state of population. And I know Iman had mentioned that earlier today. All melanated Zuckerman College of Public Health all melanated Zuckerman College of Public Health research projects and community programs are conducted in partnership with Indigenous communities and organizations. You can see there is so much to public health, and there is so much more than I have mentioned. The priorities right now for the Community Advisory Board are mental health and climate health. I have had the honor to meet Mel and Enid Zuckerman and remain inspired by their commitment to public health. Mel has said that he was inspired by Dr. James Dahlen, the former dean of the UA College of Medicine. I hope that the stories of Javier, Lady, Pedro, Maya, Jamie, and Dr. Smolinski inspire you to continue to spread the word to give to the melanated Zuckerman College of Public Health. And I lifted this sentence directly from the website. The college is dedicated to helping our diverse communities achieve better health and wellness from our greater Tucson region across the state of Arizona and around the world. Our students and faculty bring their passion and commitment to serve others. Help us build a more just, healthy, and equitable world. That's the end of my speech. So at this point, I would have introduced Kim Bourne, our new development director, who's got some crud. She doesn't sound well. I spoke to her this morning. So I'm going to take over her closing remarks. So she would have said, "Thank you so much, Joanna. We appreciate everything you do for our community and the college." So that does conclude our speakers for today. Kim, as the new development director for MESCOF, wants to thank you all for being here today for our annual Scholarship Luncheon. She wants to acknowledge the three supporters who passed away recently, Dr. Frank Marcus, Dr. Ann Nichols, and our beloved our beloved Mel Zuckerman. We are so grateful to them for all their contributions to health and wellness. We would like to remember them all. Thank you all. Now, finally, for all our donors, thank you so much for your support of the college and our students. You make such a difference in the lives of our students and the communities that they go on to serve after they graduate. We could not do it without you. Thanks to our students for your passion for public health. We applaud your compassion and determination and know that you will become the public health leaders of tomorrow. Thank you. Please enjoy each other's company, take some pictures, and have a wonderful afternoon.
And we just made it on time again. I know we had a little bit of a late start, but I know that our program ended until 1:30. And also we had shortage of staff because of illness. We wish them well. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Joanna again and wish Kim and Maria and the other well health. And again, now finally, to all our donors, thank you so much for your support of the college, for our students, As I said, you make such a big difference in the life of our students and the community that they serve. We could not do it without you. Thanks again to all of our students for your passion for public health. We applaud your compassion and determination, and we know you will become the public health leaders for tomorrow, maybe CEOs. See what Mark did? We rely on you for doing as well. So please enjoy each other, take some picture, have a wonderful afternoon. And for all of the students, if you can follow Amber to have a group picture somewhere near the pool, that's what I was told, you will be much more appreciated. Thank you very much, and we made it on time. Thanks.